Hello. So the first thing you're thinking is, should I be taking GCSE music? Otherwise you wouldn't be looking at this video. If you're a year 9 student, you know the way I teach, you know the sort of things we do in class. GCSE is not exactly like that, of course. The first thing you need to know is, if you don't play an instrument at all and you don't sing for enjoyment, then you're not going to be ready to take GCSE music. So no matter how much you've enjoyed year 9 music, you've got to think, do I play an instrument? Can I sing? That's the first requirement. Beyond that, we can teach you the skills, but you've got to have an instrument and a voice to start with. So the next thing you're going to be wanting to know is, what are the 3 areas I'll get assessed on? Singing or playing an instrument is 30% of the marks. That's why we need you to be playing an instrument or singing. Composing is also 30% of the marks, and we use a software package called Sibelius to do that. We don't have to use Sibelius. You can play the guitar and sing a song, and that can be one composition. But for the second composition, we do need to use a software package because the exam board set the brief. So you're going to need to be willing to improve your music notation skills, which is why we focus on those things in year 9. So 30% of the marks for playing, 30% of the marks for composing, and then 40% at the end of year 11 in an exam format where we answer questions on works that we've studied. So you learn facts about them and you use those facts to help your composition, but you also use those facts to help you analyse music you've never seen before. So in the exam, you'll be answering a series of questions on the set works, but then you'll be using the skills you've gained to listen to a piece of music you've never heard before and try and analyse that on the fly in the exam. It's perfectly doable, but we learn those skills during GCSE. Well, if you fly back to the first point I made, can you play an instrument? Can you sing? If the answer to those things is yes, then certainly you can consider GCSE music. But I would also advise that you come and see me and say, am I good enough at playing my instrument? Just play to me for 30 seconds and I'll be able to give you a strong yes, or I don't know, let's have a look. So hopefully you're really interested in music, otherwise you wouldn't be looking at the GCSE music introduction talk. Are you going to get a strong grade? If you are keen on music and you are keen to find out more, then I will support you to make sure that you develop the skills you need to develop. The people who don't do well are the ones who throw away their compositions because they didn't enjoy them, rather than thinking that I'm going to work through the problems and improve my composition, constantly starting again. Or a bigger problem is thinking that composition is all about waiting for the moment of inspiration. So if you're just prepared to chip away, have a go at extending a melody, try and find some chords to fit, your composition is going to be okay. I will obviously be monitoring the set works and making sure you understand those from the inside out, and you'll be looking after your own playing. And that means that you don't necessarily need an instrumental teacher. So if you play the saxophone, or let's say you play the guitar, and you learn the guitar by watching YouTube clips, are you still going to make the progress you need to? Well, yes. If you play the guitar regularly at home and you're keen and willing to get better at the guitar by yourself, then you don't need a teacher. And the last question on performing is, so I've got a teacher, I enjoy playing the guitar, but I just don't want to do grades. That's fine. We don't worry about grades in GCSE music at all for external music exams. We just worry about developing your skills. And if you develop them without taking grades, that's absolutely fine. So if you've got any more questions on what GCSE music involves, then come and find me, come and play to me, come and pick my brains. But the very fact that you're watching this video means that you're keen, and therefore it'd be great to see you in year 10.